Hey YouTube, this is Kristen, and I'm coming to you with my very first YouTube video. And basically what I want to do is I want to have maybe about 5 to 6 videos about my natural hair and just telling you a little bit about my journey, and also to tell you about like some of the products that I use, some of the methods that I do with my hair, and just to give you some information. I get a lot of questions, surprisingly, about my hair all the time, and I thought this would be a great outlet to kind of, explain and give information about it. So the focus of my first video is going to be on just my journey thus far with my natural hair. And I know that we all have our own separate journeys, and some of them are the same and some of them are, quite different. I will say with my journey that it wasn't something that I kind of like sat and like planned. It wasn't something like that where I was just like, well, I'm going to go natural and that's going to be that. And I'm going to start in June and I'm going to, stop getting relaxers on June 1st and blah, blah. That's not really how it happened for me. I tried to go natural probably about 4 years ago, and it didn't really work because I just couldn't deal with the two different textures. Like, to me, that's like the hardest part with dealing with natural hair, dealing with the relaxed part and then dealing with the unrelaxed part. That's probably the most challenging part. It's either you're going to work with it or you're just going to cut off the relaxed hair. I did opt to not do the big chop because, number one, like, my mom was not going to let me cut off all my hair. And she's a beautician. She was like, you're not going to like it, so just grow it out and just cut it off a little bit at a time. And that was the easiest way. And what I did in between, my transitioning season, I guess you could say, is that I wore extensions, wigs, what have you. And what I first started doing, I started using like half wigs. And I would wear, like half my hair, like the front of my hair out, and then the back would be underneath the wig. And that worked for a very, very good amount of time. But then, as your natural hair starts to grow out, it's kind of hard. Like, if you want to wear certain wigs, you can't do it. I mean, unless you're going to be putting a lot of heat in your hair, and I didn't want to do that, especially around like my edges, which is a lot more sensitive than the rest of my hair, or prone to breakage. So I eventually started wearing lace fronts, and I know a lot of you guys are just kind of like not feeling the lace front thing, but honestly, when I started doing that, it was so easy for me to transition and to just allow my hair to grow out. That was really the easiest when I started doing that, and not even worrying about the half wigs. That was seriously the easiest way for me to continue to grow out my hair. And so maybe like every month or 2 months, my mom would just cut off a little bit of my perm or my relaxed hair until it was completely gone. And it got to the point where I had about maybe 2 inches left, and I'm like, I'm not gonna hold on to this. Like, it's just, and I knew I was kind of at the point where I wanted to start wearing my natural hair out. So I just ended up cutting it off, and I had like a really short, cute, it was like really, really cute, a really cute short cut. And then it was like I got to that point where, okay, I have no more relaxer on my hair, but I had no idea, what do I do now? What products do I do now? What methods would work for me? And I think the first thing I did, I like coiled it, and it took like hours to do that. And I had really short hair, and I'm like, if I would have known about wash and goes at that point in my journey, I would have just, washed my hair, put my Eco Styler gel, and been done with it, and that would have been that, and it would have been, so cute in my little cut. But I didn't really know how to really do my natural hair until it started to get longer, and I started to research and look on the internet and get on YouTube and look at videos to kind of get more information about natural hair. So I think my journey has been very positive. I mean, there are some days where I'm learning to kind of just work with it. If I'm having a bad hair day, tie it up or put it in a scarf and put on my big earrings and keep it moving. So I don't fight against my hair anymore. I just let it work for me. And there are still times where, you know, if I feel like I want to have longer hair, then I will put on my wig. I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me because I know that I'm able to wear them and they're able to look nice and not look, you know, shiny and doll like. You know, I really know how to work with it and make it look right. But so far, like, I've got so many compliments that I kind of prefer my natural hair, but I just wish at times it just wasn't so much work. Because natural hair, for all of you, some people think, okay, natural hair, you just don't comb your hair. Like, that is not what natural hair is. Like, you have to really make sure it's moisturized, else your hair will break off and it will start to shed like crazy. You have to make sure you're using good products and keeping, you know, good oils in your hair and keeping your ends cut. Like, some people think, you know, you go natural, you don't need to get your ends cut. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You're still going to get dead ends. So I make sure, you know, I don't do it as often as I probably should, but making sure that you're getting your ends cut and giving yourself good deep conditioning treatments. I know with me, that's like my next thing right now, trying to find like a really good deep conditioner. And, you know, if you have some tips, you can leave them in the comment box of, you know, good products and deep conditioners that you have used. So that's all I pretty much wanted to say. I just wanted to tell, you know, all of you out there kind of about my journey. And, you know, I think that I've been natural for about 2 years. I really didn't like make it like a big hoorah and you know, keep track, you know, because I really wasn't kind of like planning on going natural. It was just kind of something that happened. So yeah, that's basically my story. And if you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to leave them. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, and I'll leave my link to that so that you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I mean, I'm on Twitter, but it's not like I'm on there a whole lot, I guess. I mean, I'm on there like every day, but it's not like, you know, I'm just like so big on Twitter, but I'm on Instagram probably a lot more. So you can get on there and look at pictures. At the end of this video, I will try to post some of like my transitioning styles that I did have, because some of you guys probably didn't even know that that's what I was rocking at the time. You probably thought it was like a sew-in, but that's not. I'm not saying I'm against sew-ins, but I'm like at the point where I'm kind of anti sew-in because I know how to rock my wigs. It's like, put my wig on and keep it moving, take it off at night. Like, I don't want to have to be dealing with my hair and then you have braids underneath with the hair sewn on, and I'm sitting here digging and scratching all up in my hair, looking like I'm a crackhead and itching in my head. So I just opt not to do that. I can put my wigs on, make it look nice, and keep it moving. So that's it. I'm done talking, and thanks for watching. Bye.